There was nothing else in the drawer. The folder looked interesting. This was very definitely tampering with evidence. It was a completion of work notice from a company called Vera Security. They weren't the guys we'd recommended. Henri had gone behind our backs to choose a different security outfit. I'd never heard of Vera Security, but there was an address and phone number on the form. Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk. I had no reason to search the desk again. The poster advertised a 1975 Stockholm Music Festival, headlined by a group called the Hairy Lobsters. A pair of evil eyes stared from a partially covered poster. I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. The street was quiet. The sofa had clearly taken some punishment over the years. A naked lady stared at me seductively. Henri sure liked his clutter. It looked like Henri had saved the best booze for the back room. The frame containing pressed flowers. Henri sure had his quirks. The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording. Nope. No. Still not right. That wasn't the right number. I needed to find a 4-digit number. And there I was, thinking that Henri might have set such an obvious code. No such luck. It was a hookah pipe. Those things gave me a headache. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments. Henri was kind of a hippie at heart. In the trash can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card company demanding immediate payment. It listed extravagant purchases from a variety of ladies' fashion stores. The address indicated that Henri lived in the chic and expensive 16th arrondissement of Paris. I decided to put the letter back. Henri's financial problems weren't my business. But now I knew where he lived. The telephone was an antique rotary model. The handset looked greasy. It didn't look like there was anything important on the board. Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors. The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income. Henri hadn't set the model van's engine size as the passcode. It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock. It was a pretty flamboyant-looking clock. The calendar looked like a child's school project. Henri had ringed 27th May and scrawled birthday. Poor guy hadn't quite made it to his big day. Bingo! I rewound the tape to before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen. That was the earliest shot with anything interesting on it. Nico and I were taking a look at La Malédiction just before the robbery. Funny, the painting didn't strike me as remarkable at the time, just odd. A good view of La Malédiction. I could kind of see why Father Simeon thought it was evil. There was a certain presence about it. The killer caught in the act. There was nothing really distinctive about him. The moment it all went horribly wrong. The killer making his getaway. A logo on the front of his helmet read Waterloo Motors. That could be useful. The painting was gone. There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. Hopefully I didn't look too suspicious. I hadn't thought about that when I was taking a look at the camera. That was the last shot. I'd got some leads on the killer's identity. A closer look at the painting might be useful. That was the most recent image. Whoever... Poor Henri. The next shot had a better view of the writing on his helmet. This frame caught the moment the killer took the painting. The image was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what looked like a snake eating its own tail. I thought about what the priest said. There was definitely something unsettling about the picture. The most striking aspect of the painting was a snake eating its own tail.
Monsieur, sir, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
Oh, really? So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
Well, no. We have plenty to lose from the robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool wouldn't know how insurance works.
Yeah. No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the worm.
So I see.
May I remind you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed. I am going to have to ask you to return to the gallery.
Of course, but I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
No, I have never heard of them. Now, I must get on with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh, pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur. No? Rolling around on top of fast cars with beautiful ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting idea, Inspector, but not really my style.
Indeed. Well, let me tell you something, monsieur. You are my prime suspect. You may go now, but I will need to speak with you again.
I had some valuable leads, but before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Sure.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days. Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises. Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
Two coffees, please.
Nice work in there, Nico. Whatever you did, it worked.
I just made a tiny distraction, and Nave bought it.
I think Nave would buy anything if it had blood on it. You know, this whole setup, the theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I think it was an inside job.
Go on.
Someone disabled the alarm, but on just one painting.
Let me guess. La Malediccio.
Exactly. And I aim to find out who did it. The CCTV picked up an image of the thief. His helmet had the words Waterloo Motors written across it.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of him too, but I need to take a better look at them at home.
Great. Let me know what you find. Well, the priest thinks La Malediccio is evil.
Charles, she's just crazy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But there's something strange going on. I found the address of the security company Henri employed. It was not the one that I recommended.
Good luck with your investigations. Well, I guess I should go. This story won't write itself. And Georges?
Yeah?
It's good to see you again.
Great to see you too, Nico. I watched her walk away. The sound of traffic, the sun shining, a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life. As I approached Henri's apartment, I started to doubt whether coming here so soon after his death was such a great idea. Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes. Paris sure had a lot of similar-looking cafes. Parisian spring fashion. Reminds me why I love this city. I recognized the name Sasha from the charges listed in Henri's credit card letter. At the end of the road, I could see the magnificent Bois de Boulogne. Unsurprisingly, the front door was locked.
Yes, who is it?
Excuse me, madame. This is George Stobart. Could I talk to you?
George who? What?
George Stobart, madame. I'm from the insurance company.
For God's sake, did they have all this? I don't want to buy insurance.
No, I'm not selling, madame. It's about the gallery theft.
Oh, I see. You people move fast, don't you? This isn't a good time. I am so distraught.
Madame, Right. Now that hadn't achieved much. I decided not to call her again quite so soon. The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera's security. The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards. Hi! I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera's security.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
Thank you. The name's George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk. I have a resounding headache.
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners. Used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing. I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated. The buzzing and flashing has stopped.
And I am very grateful. But the sign still looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? When you're building a brand from the ground up, name is everything. I need a name that makes my customers long for adventure and treasures from faraway places.
I could take a look at your sign, come up with something.
You're like a genie from a magic lamp.
Tell me about your business idea.
This stall is going to put me through college, while giving me field experience. But the nonsense sign is working against me. It should spell a name for my shop. I need something original, yet familiar, bright and in your face, yet subtle and symbolic.
Seemed the letters could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Bassam. I'd have to think of something else. Aha! That seemed like a good name. Hey, Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but...
Aladdin! Very cool! That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
Glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
I really like your new sign.
It's magnificent. I owe you one.
What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you, I can now sell my retro cavalcade of musical cards, brushes, souvenirs. And you know what they say, happy sellers make happy shoppers.
So what are you selling?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I sell all those things you can't get anywhere else in Paris.
Like?
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax videos.
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy. Smell this!
Whew. At least it's the real thing.
Do you have any use for nail clippers?
Nail clippers? The pocket knife's little brother.
Yeah, I like that. I better hang on to him. Bassam had already told me where Vera Security was. The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards. Mr. Rickenbacker? Henri used a different security company from the one I recommended. Vera Security? I'm there now. It's a pretty low-grade outfit.
Well, find out what you can.
Hey, Nico. I've arrived at Vera Security. It's a pretty seedy outfit.
Great. Anything else?
Not right now.
Well, call back if you find anything.
Phone covers.
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Come here, little fella. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. That was never going to work. That would be pointless. That would have violated the Chemical Weapons Convention. There were crumbs on the floor. No wonder the cockroach was sticking around. That was almost a great idea. Almost. Romanovs, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. Romanovs. It was empty. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored, very exotic.
Leave that radio alone and sort this damn cockroach.
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared. There was a huge cockroach in the way. I tipped out the matches. I couldn't catch it just by swiping at it. I'd need to entice it closer. I set down my matchbox. Cockroaches like hiding in dark places. Not a bad idea when you think about it. Cockroach wasn't going for it. I needed some bait. That wasn't worth trying. Nope, I needed to try something else. That wouldn't have worked. The box needed some bait. Phone covers, cassettes, all sorts.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. Well, what's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really. I haven't been here long, but neither have they by the looks of it.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment, and no customers except for you.
So, what else are you selling?
Stop by now and then. You'll be surprised.
No kidding? I've got some matches.
Always good to have.
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy. Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little beggar.
I didn't want to step on the cockroach. I added some bait to the matchbox. Even I was finding it hard to resist that little trap. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. Gotcha!
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... the gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up.
Yes.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me!
I've got a cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting. No thanks.
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes, I mean, no. Why should they look familiar?
Do you recognize it?
Oof! That would take the hair off your legs. I had a boss who wore that. Know what I mean?
There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
Shame. Still, I'm sure you'll get over it.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
I've got all day.
But I didn't. It says here that Vera was hired to do the security at the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery.
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race.
Annette, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh, I see. No, you can't. It's private.
Thanks.
Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment? Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding.
Please stay on the other side of the counter.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do. The place looked very much like temporary accommodation.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching me like a hawk. A crumpled cigarette pack. I didn't want to leave that there. Even the plant looked depressed.
Yes.
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, chérie. So do I.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me! Yeah, you've shown me already.
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes, I mean, no. No, thanks.
Thanks.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
That cookie did the trick.
Right customer, right product. It's a winning combination.
I caught the cockroach, look.
Excellent work. Just don't let it loose near my stall. In a few weeks, this place is going to be buzzing with people, I hope, not vermin.
I think I'll keep him. I'll name him Trevor.
Interesting name. Old school, comforting, harmless. I can see you're quite a strategic thinker, George.
I didn't think there was much. I decided to stay till I'd squeezed what I could from Annette. That was almost a great idea.
Do you mind? I'm listening to the race.
Annette was watching. That wouldn't work. The place looked like it had been out of business for a while. The aircon went nicely with the Art Deco detailing.
Aha, Mr.
So, what else are you selling?
Anything retro, George. The past's the future. And you know what they say? He who controls the past controls the future.
That cookie did the trick.
Right?
Do you have any...
Nail clippers?
Yeah, I'd like...
Hello, Vera Security?
George Stobart here.
I can see you through the window, monsieur. Why don't you come in and stop wasting my time?
Hi, Nico.
Let me guess. You've discovered something else?
Not right now.
Well, call back if you find anything.
Vera Security. Nope, I need... The place looked like it... I decided to leave it as it...
Yes?
Thanks.
Hands off, mister.
Can I just have a look?
Certainly not. That book is very private.
The Vera phone. All expense... The place looked... That was never gonna... I didn't want to leave that... Romanovs. I needed a better idea. I didn't want to leave that... I considered firing off, but decided the stale smoke would smell nicer. That was...
Yes?
I caught the cockroach.
Ah! Keep it away!
Thanks.
Look, do you mind?
Annette's peripheral.
I said, please stay.
The place looked like... I decided to stay. I needed a... That would be pointless. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. I only had a few matches, using one now. Not a snowball. They didn't. I fed Trevor a crumb. He loved that biscuit. It didn't. Not a snow. Phone covers, cassettes.
Aha!
Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. I said, please stay on the other side of the counter. Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Look, do you mind not touching the office?
Annette's peripheral.
I said, please. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance call. Hands off, miss. I said no. Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Hands off, mister. I said no. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls. Hello, we're security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
quick look revealed that the drawer was empty.
Hello, we're security. We make you secure.
I wanted to see what secrets the book might contain. I decided there was no point distracting Annette any further. I had the photo. Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector, that's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just, one day, didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut. Yes?
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
So, what happened on your date with Lane?
I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
You can do better than that, Annette.
Here, are you asking me out?
No, I meant, tell me more.
Oh, like that is it? Want the details, do you?
No. Look, let's just move on, okay?
You are mean and rotten. You should give that back to me.
No, I want to hear what Lane has to say about this. The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He? Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumbscrews on Lane, and I knew just how. Time to confront Lane. I wondered if the widow had anything to do with the gallery at all.
Hello?
This is George Stobart. May I come up?
Stobart? What are you doing here?
Good grief. Is that you, Mr. Lane? Actually, I wanted to talk to you. I need to talk to Madame Dubois.
I'm sure it can wait.
Mr. Lane, does the name Annette mean anything to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
If you don't let me in, I'll tell the police about your interesting connection to the security company.
All right then. come up, but make it brief.
Dear Lord, George, you have the worst timing.
Is this a bad time to accuse you of lying?
What do you want?
I've just come from Vera's security.
So?
I'm surprised you let your conquests keep souvenirs.
Oh. Where did you get that?
Annette lent it to me.
Quit waving it around, for God's sake.
Come on, Lane. Tell me about Annette.
All right. I had a fling with her, okay? Now keep your voice down, please.
And you two fixed the security for the robbery?
No, nothing like that. Anyway, the fling was a mistake. She turned out to be rather needy.
I believe you. You're not a criminal, just a lecherous old man.
Less of the old, if you don't mind. As it happens, I make a lot of women happy.
Especially when you leave them. Do you know this company?
Yes. Henri hired them to do the security setup.
Is that all? Rich tea cookie?
But it's broken in half.
Yeah, so only half the calories.
Very droll, Stobart.
Now here's someone you'll get along with, Lane. Trevor, meet Lane. Lane, Trevor.
Why on earth do you have a cockroach in a matchbox?
So he can see the world and help me in times of need.
You have a vivid imagination, Stobart. One day perhaps your other mental faculties will catch on.
Can you tell me anything about the owner of Vera?
Annette told me he's some angry-looking Russian chap.
Okay, Lane. Take off.
You can't tell me what to do.
You want me to show Bijou this picture?
All right, I'm going. You haven't heard the last of me, Stobart.
Promise?
And give me that photo.
If Lane was telling the truth, that meant that Annette was lying. She said she'd never met the owner and was very keen to get rid of me. I wondered if she was hiding something interesting in that back office.
Are you going to introduce yourself properly?
Pleased to make your acquaintance, madame. My name's George Stobart.
Call me Bijou. Hello, young man. Such a delight to have a new visitor. What can I do for you?
I'm from the insurance company. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Henri, my poor sauvage, he died in his prime.
Could I just ask you a few questions?
Well, why not? A little company might just pep me up, as you Americans might say.
Henri was very brave at the gallery. He tried to stop the thief and paid the ultimate price.
Henri was my lion and my little pussycat.
How are you coping?
I'm still trying to take it in, chérie.
Can you tell me about the gallery? Was the business doing well?
The gallery was Henri's baby. He never spoke to me about it.
So you weren't involved?
Not at all. Business is not my thing.
Your record player seems to be stuck on the same song.
Yes, this song gives me great comfort. It reminds me of Henri.
Bijou, I think someone involved with the gallery helped the thief. It wasn't Hector Lane. He's not devious enough.
But who else?
I don't know. But I will get to the bottom of it, I promise you. Does this smell good to you?
heavenly, isn't it? Henri loved it. That's lovely, dear.
Do you know this company, Vera Security?
No, I don't. I've never heard of them. That's lovely, dear.
Rich tea?
Why is it broken?
I was feeding it to a cockroach.
I think perhaps I'll pass. Why do you show that to me?
Hey, this might cheer you up. Say hello to Trevor.
A cockroach?
I prefer the word pal.
And I prefer the word pest. Please never show it to me again.
Thank you for your help, Bijou.
My pleasure, young man. Do come back any time.
Bijou appeared to know nothing. I still couldn't discount Lane. Annette, on the other hand, had lied about Vera Security's owner. The view through to the Bois de Boulogne was stunning. America is my country, and Paris is my hometown. You have a beautiful home, Bijou.
Oh, thank you. I do like beautiful things. Chérie, please don't touch my table. I keep everything in perfect order. Please don't touch my things.
The subject stared casually out at the world. The subject looked vulnerable as she clasped her knees. The stereo was playing the same tune over and over again. A small, stuffed dog sat on the table. Poor creature. Was that a tear in its glassy eye? Two lovers entwined. Reminded me of that party game at the Met. The artist was entering his cubist phase. A subtle birthmark was the only blemish on the model's flawless skin. Henri was now dressed in a cheap suit. On balance, I prefer the waistcoat. Night was falling. Annette would have left for the evening. It was time to pay a visit to Vera Security.